Yo, what's up, guys? How we doing today? Welcome to the stream. But then get into it. Starting something new. You doing good? I'm glad you're doing pretty good, Chris. Oh, I can't speak. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. Let me switch to, that's the wrong one. This one. All right. So this will be a bit of a test. Everything has gone through so far so well with doing this, but I have not recorded a modded version yet. So I'm hoping everything turns. I really was looking at my mic because my mic is in OBS's mic, and then Minecraft is in his MC, and I was like, why is my mic nuts? That's Minecraft sound. We got Minecraft. I should actually lower game sound a little bit. So we'll see if I'm hoping it shouldn't crash, but in case it does. No, it's fine, Crispy. Yeah. Time zones can just be one of those things where, you know, if it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. It's not the end of the world. Don't even worry about it. All right. So, guys, what should we name my world? What are we thinking? I will say I am gonna turn on cheats. The only reason why is because I hate rain. It's so annoying. I have no idea. That sounds like a great name. I can't spell. No. No, why not? Yeah, rain is the worst, so I'm not fighting with that. I want to do prestige. We'll leave prestige off. I've played both with it on and off. And we'll just do classic. The different like types are like, so you have like, you know, you're in a cave, you're in, this one's basically the same. And then you just have regular kind of, this one looks so terrifying and painful, but you gotta shower, be quick, you know, watch. That's fine. Go shower and come back. All's good in the hood. All right. Yep, I think everything looks good. Yeah. Just because I hate rain. Do Skygrid. Skygrid is, that one's really difficult and really annoying. Because I've like tried it and you can get, you know, good RNG and stuff, but sometimes it's literally almost unplayable because you can't break any of the blocks near you. You can't break any of the blocks near you or like build to get 2 blocks that you could break to get more stuff. So it ends up being really hard. Alright. I just realized something. I don't need my render distance that high because there's nothing around me. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Wow, my game hates me. Why did it decide to put sound through my speakers instead of my headphones? That's not it. It is sound settings. Now it's just not outputting. Okay. That's not what we wanted. That's the right TV. Okay. Do I need to, I don't, it's gonna take so long to restart this game if I have to do this with the sounds. Yeah, it's just nothing's playing now. Did I break the audio that badly? Can you guys hear it? Like the game audio? Like, that's the wrong one. Because it looks like it's not rendering at all. Which is so annoying. Everything was working up until now, of course. It's probably because I plugged in my headphones late. I normally don't, normally with Minecraft though, I don't have that issue. It might just be this version. This is an older version of Minecraft that I play. Oh, I closed out that was the thing I needed. Where does it sound? There we go. Now let's try it. Did I turn off game sound? Did I break it in a different way? It's not that. Every time, I swear. I'm like, oh, everything's working fine, and then something breaks. Yep. So I might have to... Because Minecraft should, in theory, be playing out of this, and it's not. Yeah. Alright, let's try reopening it. So I will switch this to... Oh, wait, you can see AT. Oh, that works. It shouldn't take too long to load. It didn't take too long to load while I was opening, like, all of my other software, so should be fine once it pops up. But for right now, you guys can see the AT launcher. Wait. It picked the wrong ones. Okay. There we go. Okay. And I gotta resize my window. Oh, I did it perfectly that time with no bars. Look at that. I swear, like, every time I stream, I swear. Well, not every time. Every time I stream something new, there's always something that just doesn't work perfectly. But at least this time it should be going to the right audio source. We'll find out, I guess. When it loads up, we'll find out if it worked out or not. It should have, in theory, but my computer loves to hate me, so I'm not surprised. Although it's doing, I mean, the new one is doing a lot better than the old one, that is for sure. The old one, I would have tried to load this game up and it would have taken 20 to 30 minutes. Like, while also being, you know, super overheating, freezing all the time, even though it had the same amount of allocated RAM, mind you, I think. It either had that or it had 4, but it's the same fraction of my computer. Because my old computer had 16. If I would have given it 4, it would have been a quarter. But I think I did give it 8, because whenever I played Skyfactory, I wouldn't do anything else on my computer to make sure that it would actually, like, work. Like, including music, like, nothing in the background. If I wanted to listen to music, I had to run it through, like, a separate... No, I love the Falling Penguin. The loading screens on, like, modded versions of Minecraft are some of the best. Like, there's that. Forge also has one where it's, I don't know if you've seen, like, the pet emoji. It's like the... emote, I guess it's not an emoji. Like, the pet emote, petting like a cat. There's so many good ones. Alright, now let's load it up. That didn't take long at all. And I can hear the sound, which is great. Nah, Penguin is great. So for those that haven't, sorry, I'm trying to move stuff. Put a PNG of a penguin in the corner. In theory, I could. But... I'm back. Let me get some food real quick. All's good. Welcome back. We had some technical difficulties, so you didn't miss much. But alright. So for those who haven't played this before, it's basically you got a tree, with a dirt block at the bottom that you can't see. Or a cat in the corner. Or I could just get a cat. I'll probably end up doing that anyway. But you got a tree. You can't see the dirt block, but there's a dirt block down there, I swear. And then you have to make everything out of this. Now this one's different because instead of just having a regular tree, you have special trees. So this is a dirt tree. So you have dirt logs, dirt leaves. That is loud. It might not be loud to you guys, but it's loud to me. My end is always a little bit different from your guys's. I really need to just make that a standard, but yeah, there's a lot more nuances with this one, which I like. Oh, and you have your achievement book. Dirt tree. Yeah. It's saying, hey, you know, people make trees out of dirt as a joke, but what if we actually did it? So you also get resin, and then you get wood. So make a crafting table, everyone's favorite. First achievement. That is the goal. The goal is to 100% the game, which is a lot. So this is the main line, but this line takes about, once you get through the grinding portion of this, the rest of it goes fast. I'd say grinding usually stops once you get clay, which is about, no, not clay, iron. Once you get iron, you can automate everything. So once you get to this, everything from here on is easy. And then you have Age of Advancement, Age of Farming, Age of Power, Storage, Exploration, and then all the things OMG LOL, which is like the super, very difficult things. So for example, I think I might have talked about it, but this, I don't remember which one, I think it was this one, I think it was a fission reactor. This was where my last run ended. I made the max size one, it was supposed to work, and it broke. Get every achievement under an hour, and I'll send you a no-cut pineapple pizza. I don't think that's possible without some sort of mod. I don't think that's possible just because of how much time takes. I mean, I guess if you turned up tick speed, but that's no fun. So what I crafted here, so this is a crook. I'm probably going to explain everything because I don't want to assume people know things. But what this does is it gives you a higher chance of getting a sapling. Because obviously you need saplings. You also get acorns, and so acorns and resin together make more blocks. So instead of having to compost like a lot of the old versions had, you use the resin and acorns to make more dirt blocks, and you go from there. So it's a little more convoluted than like the previous what is the word? The previous Skyfactories, but I think it has the most unique stuff to it. This one's my favorite. Out of all the Skyfactories, this is my favorite. And I've played all of them except I didn't play 3 all the way through because it did not like my computer. But I've played a majority of it. Like, I didn't play any of them all the way through. I played them until you get to like, because there's the grinding portions, then you get to a portion where it's no longer grinding. So that was the spot where I got to for all of them, except for 3. Because for whatever reason, my computer just hated 3. My old computer. I could try it again, but I'm back now. Welcome back. I've thought about trying 3 again, but it's under the same, it's made by a different person, so all of the previous ones are made by Bacon Donut. I think this one, I don't know if this one's made by Bacon Donut, but I think it is? I'm not sure. Smart with the slabs? Thanks, I try. Get me some wood. Actually, I might as well put down a sapling while I'm here. Merry Christmas. But the Skyfactory 3 was made by the people who made Feed the Beast, and I don't like their UI. For whatever reason, it just feels wonky to me, and also it has like factions and things, not factions. Like you can claim chunks in it. So like things that you would use in multiplayer, but they just feel a little bit out of place for Skyfactory. It could just be me though. Oh, we got a little platform. I need more wood to continue it, but yeah, it's a good trick just to get more space because I mean once you get to, you know, where everything's automated, you don't need it, but at the very beginning, oh, it makes such a difference. You just have to make sure not to turn everything into slabs before it's too late, because then, you know, you need to make another crook. You have no more you have no more slabs. Or you have no more blocks, so you turned all the slabs. Although I think, is this one you can turn it? Yeah, this one you can turn it back. So, can't do that yet. Some of them you can't turn it back, but some you can. So another fun thing is to speed it up. You dance with the plants, and they grow faster. So any second now, we'll get any second now. Look, we'll get the tree, and the tree will grow. It's going slower because we're staring at it, but come on. Gotta try that in real life. There we go. We got a tree. I mean, it probably would work in real life if you think about it, but I mean, I wouldn't be the person to test it out. Oh, does this one have vein miner? I think it does. I just don't know if it's on yet. It is on. Okay, it comes auto on. Good to know. I'm used to it not being auto on. So that's vein miner. For some reason, a lot of people who let's played like different versions of this game don't like vein or don't use vein miner because people think it to be like kind of a cheat. I don't see it. It just saves grind time to me. The less time you have to grind on breaking stuff, the more you can, did I, oh, I just thought I dropped that off the side. Do that. Buy the burrito blanket. I might. If I do, I will let you know that I bought the burrito blanket. Because honestly, it's not a bad idea. I have a lot of blankets anyway, so it wouldn't be like it'd be out of place to buy the burrito blanket. I also love the Team Trees speedrun. They'd never do this route. Although, I mean, I am breaking the trees, so that part probably isn't a Team Trees speedrun. But the rest of it should fit. I'll ask that every stream until you buy it. I see no downside. Oh, I'm one short. Okay, well. We dance with. Wait, can I make a... I can make a dirt block. Okay. So for pretty much everything, the same kind of recipe style applies. So you have two different like versions you can make. You can make the dirt, like the actual object, which is this recipe, or you can make an amber of it. Most things don't need the amber. So like for example, dirt amber is useless. But some of them you have to make the amber. It's a win-win situation. It really is. I'll make two. For some of them you have to have the amber though. So for example, with like iron, the only way to get iron is to do the amber. I don't know why I thought those were somewhere else in my inventory. Oh, rip. Someone messed up the number. I mean, at least it wasn't 68. I feel like 68 would be worse. Well, no, I guess you can go back up to 69. Either way. I mean, I'm currently at 33. So I just think that's a fun number. Oh, it also works if you sprint. So if you run around, for example, you have a base and you run around it a lot, you can also get it from that. Let's see. Each one is 3 right now. The fact it's not. I knew I was missing one. Oh, I should place my torch. The one good thing is that each game starts you off with a torch. Because they realize you're kind of broke, you kind of need that. I always forget which key it is for... Each game has a different key for vein miner. I always forget which one it is. Although I think this one it's called something different. But they all work the same way. It just breaks stuff faster, which is helpful. Okay, I need to Is there a zoom, or am I just continually keep pressing zoom, and then that's for the map. There is no zoom. Okay. I keep pressing zoom like, oh yeah, I have Optifine, I can zoom. There is no zoom. Actually, in this one, there's a cool, it does something special if you jump into the void. I'm not going to do it now because it still ends up killing you just a little bit differently. But one thing that this one does that I don't like is that so typically what happens is like some tools break instead of like disintegrating. So you have like the Tinker's construct tools, they break. In this game, everything breaks instead of disappearing out your inventory, so you have to get rid of actual tools. Likely like the most annoying thing. Drop all your stuff and then jump wall. Nah. I do need some of this. It's pretty... That's the one thing I don't like. It's really hard to restart once you, if you lose too much. Like, at this point I could, because I still have a sapling, but once you have no sapling, you can. I just don't like to. I think because you can do it in, like, that method. But you don't really need to. I just don't, because I don't find it to be, like, one of those things as it's a necessity. Like, I don't need to do it, you know what I mean? We'll turn off this one, too. We'll make a chest. Every time I make one of these, I always have, I call it the emergency chest. It has a sapling, and then I put the advancement book. The old games, you couldn't get the advancements outside of the advancement book. So once you lost it, you were done. Like, there was no... Well, not the old games. The first one, once you lost it, there was no advancement book, and you just were stuck up a creek. Or the ones that had it. Some of them didn't even have them. The very, very, very initial, like, first world version of it did not have an advancement book, and it was just... You had just had a sheet of all the advancements that you would do separately. But this is the emergency box. So in case I die, there's enough stuff here, or like my base, for whatever reason, gets destroyed, except for this one chest. I have the one chest to do the things with. It's very helpful to have. Now we'll make a totem pole. Let me put a slab on top to keep stuff from... There we go. Oh, I think does it also do jumping? It does not. Okay. I didn't think it did, but... Yeah, you can repair them, I just don't, because it's easier. That's eating Kmart gift card. One of these days, I'm gonna ask where you got it. Alright, so now the fun part is we get drying racks. So the way to get each thing individually is a little bit different. So for this one, we have to go from here to stone. And it's cobblestone. Cobblestone, you get this lovely guy. But you can also get it from... You get these from the tree, right? So to get the tree, you need petrified acorns, which you get by drying dirt acorns. Drying racks become a big part of the game. A lot of recipes use them. So now we have our one slowly drying, and we'll have enough plus one. I just need more drying racks. Each one has it. That's the one thing about the advancement book that's good, is that it walks you through. So the lines are kind of difficult to see, and I can't zoom in on them, but for example, you go from the air dryer to the petrified, and then petrified goes to these three, and then it goes from there on. The best route, I mean, you have to get everything to get the iron. Everything well, you don't have to get cottonwood. You have to get coal. I think you have to get sand. Because you have to make a Tinker's Construct smeltery to use the iron. I think you can put it in a furnace, but it's a terrible idea, so I never do. Did I put down... I did put down a third sapling. Alrighty. I need to make more of those, because they take a while. Your words confuse me. Which words am I confusing you with? I can try to not be confusing. I don't endeavor to be, but I do know all of this, so it's kind of like a it's one of those I know it all, but I may not know how to explain it really well. I need more slabs, that's fine. There we go. It's just a lot of the very beginning of the game is just all grinding, which, you know, is great sometimes, but it can get old pretty easily. I don't mind it. I mean, I guess pretty much every game is, right? Minecraft is grinding, you have to grind for stuff. I guess that's the same game. I guess that doesn't. Grindy game is grindy, oh my gosh. No dance party. That's the wrong button. There we go. Dance party. I should actually grab that tree. Speaking of grinding, though, one of the things that I guess that's probably not a good, pretty much all of it. And I'm playing something while in 6 hours of sleep, so okay, that does make a little bit more sense. But what are you playing? And also, you should. Why are you on 6 hours of sleep? Sleep is important. I'm probably not the best person to be telling you that sleep is important, but it's not a bad idea in most cases, I think. But yeah, speaking of, I will say that was an odd segue, but on the topic of grinding in games, yeah, I always sleep. That's something where I just had like the kappa mode next to it. Like I do, but my two cats and sister forbid me to sleep. Oh, that sucks. But like sucks in the fun way of like, oh, we're having fun, but also, how dare you now let me sleep? I think I dropped some of that off the map. That's fine. I was like, if I get to keep my phone and it's 2 a.m. That is very true. If I'm doing something, because see, the way my brain works is I only get tired if I'm not doing something, which means boredom is really bad because then all I want to do is sleep. But in the same vein, if I'm not bored, but if I'm doing something, I could like stay up almost infinite. Well, probably not infinitely. I just haven't found an endpoint because it's always I know I should sleep now, and I'm gonna be really upset if I don't sleep now. If that makes sense. But I don't know if any of you guys play a Skyblock on Hypixel. I let the cats in the same room. They box each other. Oh, territorial cats be like laughing while playing games. Yeah, that happens. I've just gotten used to my family being, I guess. Well, my dad isn't loud because he is one of those people that gets up at 5 a.m. So he sleeps all the time when he's supposed to. And then I've gotten used to other people being loud. Like my sister, when she was, living at home, I got used to it because she would stay up till forever playing with people online, which means she's chatting. Whereas my brother he did, but he was always quiet about it. My sister doesn't know how to be quiet if it would save her life, so. If I remember correctly, it's like this. Yes. Alrighty, we have 2 more dirt blocks. And I have to make more platform to place these, though. Playing Fall Guys? Nice. It's a good game. WWE music. Oh, that's just the whole watch out, watch out, watch out. Just hearing behind your cats. Alright. But We now have a stone sapling, or cobble petrified sapling, but it's cobblestone. There's a very few of them that are not called just like the generic name, and for whatever reason, petrified is like the one. There we go. Now we have to wait for that one. The only reason why I'm not putting the other ones in the floor is because I don't have a way to get them back right now if I need to break that block. So I can move around my base as I need to. Right now, I don't have a lot of space because I have one torch, which means I can only spawn-proof one area. Otherwise, you know, you build out pretty far, you can make a lot of things, but you can only go so far. I should actually save the ones that I want, so I'll put them in order. So, dirt, petrified. All the saplings and cottonwood. I mean, at least they're... I guess that is just like a cat thing of just... I mean, it's play fighting, it's just a little bit far for play fighting. I hope they don't genuinely just like dislike each other. Then that's no fun. I realized I haven't finished that topic. So in terms of talking about like playing games that are like grindy, right? People on Hypixel Bed Wars, or not Bed Wars, Skyblock, they like each other. That's good. They will like never cease to confuse me is like people who beg in that game. They'll like go into like public lobbies and just beg for stuff in a game that's grindy because they don't want to actually play the game. Like, what's the point of playing the game if you're just gonna complain about the game? I got my first cobblestone, guys. Woo! Let me replace that. I need to make a big chest. Now this was pre the days of chests that can be placed next to each other properly, so I'll put it over there. We gotta line everything up, so we'll do sapling first. There we go. Ah, that's... yeah. I've never had a, like a... what's the word? I've never had a pet of my own outside of a fish, so I can't relate, but yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because, you know, poor cat's already hormonal and stuff. That is, yes, that is F and F in the background. Do fish box each other? They can, actually. The fish that I had were both betas, and they can't go in the same tank or be close, super close to each other in terms of like being able to see, because they can. I still remember that first stream. It was a fun stream. Still mad I didn't get past that one. I was doing so well, and then I got stuck on one that took me a lot longer than it should have. What was I gonna... I was gonna make something. I don't know. I think now we just... But yeah, people will go on Skyblock and just like beg for things in the main lobbies, especially when it's like super expensive stuff. Like, oh, give me a booster cookie that costs 3 million in-game coins, or I think it's like IRL. It's like $3, $4, because you can buy it on through gems, but you don't have to. Like, I bought all mine through the in-game because I don't feel like paying money. You get one free, and then after that you have to... oh, I broke it. One of these days, I need to go back to it. Although, because I switched computers, I'm gonna lose all of my progress. I'm gonna have to restart. But if I want to keep all the numbers, I have to restart, which isn't too bad, but still sad. Alright, so the next three, sometimes my cats or chiller just rob me. I don't think, did I ever finish talking about the fish? So, beta fish, male beta fish, are very territorial. So if you put two in the same tank, they'll kill each other. Unless there's like a ton of space and a ton of places for them to hide out from one another in them. So my two that I had them both in separate tanks, and it had like it was like a folder between them so they couldn't see each other. Like they'll be stressed out because they can see the reflection because they think it's another fish. Like it's that level of, all right. So clay, I can make a clay one, which is great. I need that. It was in the morning, like really early on my phone. I'm on Twitch. I randomly look at Followed Games. See stream. I was like, man, why not? Well, you know what? I'm glad you did. Now you get to look at this every week. But so clay is, I would say, one of. I mean, of course, you know you have iron, which is like a huge one, but clay in early game in this is like a really big deal. I love clay. It's so helpful. And sand. I gotta make a, what is it? Crushing tub for that. What is that made of? Langston. Okay. So then I can make everything now. Hello there. You ain't gotta be all up in my face like this, bro. Right. Did I not already have? Oh, it's based on number. Okay. Right. So now, I didn't mean to break all of those, but I think if I can leave, I'll leave those ones. Okay. So now let's make all the rest of them. But I'm mainly going to focus on clay, which is the two resins and then a dirt soap. I just realized I do need to do petrified again because I need a furnace. Where did I put it? Where did I put the dirt? There's the dirt. I always forget about that. I need a furnace before I just make things. Put those two there, and then these three. I have no food. Oh wait, no, I have food. They're really bad for food, but I can't cook it, so. I'm glad you're glad. Cool. But yeah, because once I get these, we can make pots, and pots are great. I guess I can. I'll empty my inventory. You guys can see what it does. I'll throw everything in here. So it should still work. Last time I played it worked, so it should still work, but you get launched up to the sky, and then you gotta try to land it. And if you're not careful, landing it kills you. So in the old games, what happened is if you fell, you die, but all your stuff would end up in a grave that's all the way down, so you can't get it. When the whole grave thing was supposed to keep you from losing it, right? So when they made that, obviously it didn't really work. Yeah. The awkward part is I'm not going to heal for a while, but that's okay. Jump again? Well, I don't think it'll kill me this time. It might, but I don't know. Yeah. It just is about the same thing. So it just sends you up. And then you gotta try to land it. Oh, there you go. So then you get graves. But this time I didn't get a grave because there was nothing in my inventory. But normally you get graves. I'll probably die a lot in this though, in this game, so I'm not too worried about it. You guys know I'm bad at staying alive, so it shouldn't be any surprise. I need more of these. I don't get to catch many streams, so yeah, I noticed you started stream earlier, which is convenient for me. I've been trying to, yeah. Not necessarily, I mean, now that I know that, that's good to know. But yeah, it's a little bit easier for me to stream earlier while I'm home, because I have nothing to do all day. And then at night, my mom does telemedicine, so I want to avoid getting in her way as much as possible. Although we have not broken the Wi-Fi yet, so like I could stream basically whenever. But that's always good to know. I've noticed I have a lot more people in other time zones. You looked at a spike, which is pretty funny. I do have a lot of fun deaths, in all honesty. Ooh, clay tree number 1. Oh, I didn't even get all of it because that broke. Oh, it fell. Oh, I had to turn that off. Yeah, but I like streaming earlier because then I don't have to worry about because normally what it was before is I would stream and then whenever I streamed I would just get off and pretty much just get ready for whatever I was doing later. Looked at a spike, broke the block above it. Yep, that was that was a fun one. But let's see. I don't know. I prefer streaming earlier because then I can stream as long as I want to without having to worry about, man, I'm tired, because I normally have more energy anyway. So just kind of like all around, it's a good time. Okay. I was running and you just stole my running space. How could you? But yeah, the main goal is to get to, I mean, I can probably get a lot done today. Because one good session of just playing can get you pretty far, depending on how. That is 2 durability. There's no point keeping it. Yeah, no, it's probably one of the best like basic. This one was a clay one. One of the most best like kind of basic little things in this is just, yeah, because no one likes waiting for trees, so you dance, you get a tree. I pressed caps lock instead of shift. One of the things though about this mod pack that always, part of the reason why it always killed my other computer is because you can't turn off particles. Which you've probably seen with like the tree breaking and all that, there's a lot more particles. Just renders a lot. Just vibing with nature. And then you kill the nature. Tragic. It just be like that. The circle of life. Vibing with nature as long as it's a child. I don't even have a row for this yet. Vibe to make nature just to murder nature. As long as it stays in its place. No. This is... There we go. I think about my old streams that I used to have saved in a folder, but I lost them because I got new parts. I'm just getting my favorite streams there. Yeah. A lot of my... I've tried saving like all of my old ones, but I think because I just started running out of space. It's like my old computer, I think it'll get to the point where I had like only 20 or 30 gigs left because they all save with pretty high quality, so they save with the same, stream quality. You got like what, 6-7 hours a week depending on how much I decide to do. It ends up adding up pretty quickly in terms of like spacing. So when I got my new computer, so far pretty much the only thing that's going to go on it is the games and then the VODs from it. And my old computer's going to have everything else, but I think I still have I think I have April through. No. I might have gotten rid of all of April. Or it might have just been part of April. I don't remember. This is, yeah, so what happens when you have a broken tool is it doesn't break anything. It just makes you look dumb because you're standing there trying to break a block that's not breaking. I tried. Clay. So basically now we need to get bricks, which takes forever because I forgot that I needed more stone. If I had done the stone before, then I would have a furnace to make the bricks. But I didn't do the stone before because I forgot I needed the furnace to make the bricks. Can make wood. I can make 2 more stone. 10 years of grinding later. It's honestly not, it feels like a lot when you first, like, I mean, of course, it feels like a lot. But it's not as, I think the earlier ones were worse. I don't know. I guess they all have their pros and cons. The old ones sucked because all you're grinding, then you had to compost, and it was all RNG. This one, it isn't RNG because you know exactly what you're going to get. So, like, when I break this tree, I'm going to get the components to make clay. I don't have to guess as to, like, how much I'm getting. Sieving in the old games, because of the RNG with that, and it just took forever. If I could stop running into trees, that'd be great. Ooh, alright, you. I didn't get a single acorn from that. What a scam. What an actual scam. I'm disappointed in you. I'm gonna move the crafting table. And there we go. Good news is you get a lot of wood really easily, so you don't have to worry about smelting material until much later. But yeah. Which would come first, burrito blanket or a horror stream? Probably the horror stream, because that's, I feel like it's really feasible. It just depends on what game I decide to play. Hello there. I don't know, I don't play a lot of horror games, and I normally watch them. There was that one, oh, the SpongeBob one that I've seen recently. I don't remember the name of it, but I know it's a SpongeBob one. Some related to the Bikini Bottom. But I've seen people play it. Horror games are fun. I'm just a pansy. So I don't play a lot of them myself. Five Nights at... No, that... I've seen that one, but that's a different one. There's a different one that's been really popular lately, and it's the premise is it's got something to do with human patties. So like you're the main character, you go to the chum bucket to get a, or not the chum bucket, you go to the Krusty Krab to get a human patty. They make you make the human patty, and they don't have enough money to buy the human patty, so you get locked in like the basement, and you have to find your way out. Well, you have to free Plankton, who isn't named Plankton, to get your way out, and there's a bunch of other stuff. Oh, fan game streams. Yeah, that's fair. FNAF fan games are fun, and you never get the same experience of playing a game twice. Playing a game for the first time twice, right? So, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. Now, FNAF fan games are great. A lot of them, I didn't play a lot of them because I just, at that point in my life, I didn't really play a lot of games as much as I watched them. So I watched them get played a lot. I still have gone back and like watched some of the old VODs of those just because they're so much fun. They're so creative. To me, I think that's like the big part of it is it's just really cool to see. The Fred Bear one. I remember which one you're talking about. I cannot remember the name of it either. Yeah, some of them were. Some of them were funded by Scott. Of course, most of them weren't like at the very beginning, but as they typically like the sequels and I was about to say sequels and threequels. That's the series usually ended up being funded by him, or he at least promote like was like, oh, that's really cool. I had one right there. I'm blind, bro. All my crits. Oh, that's tragic. Oh, that's it. That's all I need. Okay. I can make a furnace now, guys. We got the furnace. Five Nights at the Chum Bucket. My favorite is Five Nights at Candy's. That is and will forever be probably my favorite one of the fan games. Just because I think that one had, to me, it had a lot of the most it was very similar, but it was also very different in terms of being a fan game. Each game, I guess I probably could have. No, whatever. I don't think the penguin is an asshole. I mean, yeah, that's 100% fair. That is 100% fair. I just think that the game had a lot of things that the other ones not necessarily wouldn't have, but it had a lot of things that a lot of them didn't have yet. Okay. So, like, for example, it had the sound tracing, so you could tell where it was or where they were because you could hear it, and like sidewise. And a lot of them, at least as far as I know, a lot of the early ones did not have that, but I don't remember. Those were a long time ago. Watching them for the first time. I didn't even realize they were different ones. I was so confused as to why they didn't break together. Benak is good. Tykenson's Lumber Co. I don't think I've seen that one actually. Exotic butter is best butter. That's very fair. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Tykenson's Lumber Co. Wow, I just love how I clicked on my chat and I got it asked me the chat rules as if I haven't touched it on this computer yet. Wow. I feel like I've seen it, but I don't think I've seen anyone play it. Like I don't remember seeing anyone play it, but I recognize it. If that makes unless I just recognize the style of it, I'm not sure. But 9 out of 10 would use butter again. Fair. Pretty fair. I need more dirt. I don't need more clay right now. I need more dirt. That's why, okay. Unofficial sequel to Chipper and Sons. Is that okay? So I probably recognize the style from Chipper and Sons. Ah, okay. I'll have to try it because that looks like fun. Ooh, we got a bonsai pot, guys. So these basically make it so you don't have to deal with trees anymore. It just makes mini trees. They just take they grow faster, but you get less stuff, so it ends up being a trade-off. But these can be automated once you get iron to output directly into what's below it. So it can be pretty nice. You just have to get iron, which is the fun part because iron sucks to get. It doesn't suck, it just takes a while. There's a lot of things you have to do before you can get iron. So once it gets full, you smack it, you get the stuff out of it. You also get leaves. I usually end up using the leaves for fuel, but I'm looking at a playthrough of Chipper and Sons. I mean, it makes sense if it's a fan game based off of Chipper and Sons to have a lot of stuff from Chipper and Sons. I mean, a lot of the FNAF ones had a lot of FNAF ties to it. If you didn't know what FNAF was, you probably wouldn't have been able to like play them well. Some of them, you know. Sticks. This is my favorite FNAF fan game for me. 10 out of 10. That makes sense. I'll have to look at it and see. I got 3 there, so it should be fine. Yes, and I have to try to get that or wait till I make a platform to get this guy, but I need that badly. What I should make now... I didn't need to do that. Yeah, FNAF had references. Yeah. Like different restaurants, or just not explaining mechanics. Although, I guess FNAF, the game as it was, didn't really explain, like, mechanics or, like, characters or anything. It was just kind of a figure it out yourself kind of thing. But... more of those, because I need more of those. I was gonna say that was one, or just all the characters kind of acted fairly similarly. I mean, some of them, you know, had their own, like a lot of differences in terms of how the characters acted or moved or whatnot. Like with, what is it called? T-Jock. Yeah. The Joy of Creation, although I think the only one that I watched was Joy of Creation. Was it Reborn? Rebirth? Something to that effect. But that one was one of the ones that used its own mechanics scheme kind of thing. Most of them are fairly similar. In my opinion, of course. I need this. Ooh, we got another pot. So now I go from being a lumberjack to being a gardener. So, it's my brand. Put down another petrified sapling because I need more acorns. I didn't consider that I would need more acorns until it was a little bit too late to need acorns. We're really, okay, we're 1 short somehow. Your food is acorns? That is one of the food options. Yeah, I should probably eat. I meant to cook them and I didn't cook them. But yes. This is one of the food options and it's absolutely awful because it only does a half for each one. Yeah, phone guy was a unique way of show not tell. But then there was ones like oh, it's dead. There was games like One Night at Flumpty's where the phone guy did literally nothing. That one was one where you had to figure it all out yourself. I forgot so. Like some of them had those and some of them didn't, but they all ended up being fun either way. I didn't. That was food. Yeah. Plumpties is a fun one. Yeah, I need it. So they double in how much they fill up if you cook them. I just wanted to make charcoal. And then I forgot that I needed to. Alright, let's make one sapling. Actually, let's move this a little more central so I don't lose any of the... That was the same distance as central. There. Because once I get charcoal, I can make torches, which means I can build my base a little bit more. What was I about to do? I need to take these, take out. There we go. Gotta make me some gravel acorns. I hate the sound for it, but where did it go? Oh, one of them fell, didn't it? There's always the chance that one will just like fall through. Oh, no, it's there. I'm just blind. There we go. Yeah. It's good, but it is hard. I don't think I beat it myself, but watching other people play it, I don't blame myself for not beating it, because man, that looks atrocious. Like fun, but painful. I got gravel acorns. Then I'm gonna make some sand acorns so I can make that tree. Woo. You should play one on stream. I will. I like that's something I 100% could see myself doing. I have to figure out which one. There's so many. And there's so many good ones too. But they all take a lot of time. Well, I mean, one night at Flumpties doesn't take a lot of time if you can actually beat it in one night. But that's something that would not I wouldn't be able to beat it in one night, so it'd take a lot of time. Alright, more tree. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. That's why I could see myself doing it. Oh, wait, on those. Play 5 Nights at Flumpties. Is there I know there's one that... Imagine if they made, like, if Flumpties was 5 nights, but, like, the same level of difficulty. They didn't change anything about it. They just made it 5 nights. That game would be probably one of the hardest. On the same level of, like, a, I guess it wouldn't be that... I was gonna say it'd probably be similar to, like, Ultimate Custom Night on, like, the really hard, level setups. But... Ultimate Custom Night also has a lot of... I mean, it's not like a... What is it, like 40-20? 50-20 is the highest? Like, it's not quite that high, but it could do a lot. I should probably keep the food. That's a good idea. It would be, yeah. It'd likely be... It wouldn't surprise me if it'd be like how people considered a Ultimate Custom Night to be unbeatable at the, like, the highest level. Raspberry Entertainment Storage. I see it. Seen a full playthrough and the quality is great. Something I could do. I keep forgetting where I put things. Do I have enough? I do have enough to make the next one. We gotta make sand acorns now. I gotta remember how to make all the saplings. Sand is here. Petrified. Is coal all grapple? They're both petrified. Okay. Okay. All's good. Come back whenever. We got a sand sapling and we got a gravel sapling. Actually, I can take those ones off once I'm done with them. The next one we gotta get is coal, which we gotta get birch, and a birch is collagen with sand. Means we gotta get, well, no, I think you can use a barrel, right? Yeah, you can make a cauldron out of wood. That's what it is. Which I should probably do. Because as much as I hate rain, it hasn't rained yet. But what biome am I in? I'm in a forest, so it should rain. And this isn't the edge of chunk. So whenever it rains. Acorn only? Do you mean for food? Or do you mean to make the for recipes? Because some are different. It just each recipe is like slightly different for the individual like trees. For food, yes. At this point, yes. Later we can get other food sources once we get mobs and things, but you don't get apples until you get regular trees, and you don't get regular trees until you get to. This is the first regular tree is the birch sapling, and then the oak sapling you get using dirt in a cauldron, but you have to do that at some point. Too broke for food. Yep. Honestly though, you have apple trees and apple saplings, which at some point you need this because you have to use the apple sapling to make the, not bacon, because that uses any sapling. The donuts, no, that uses any sapling. There's something specific that you need an apple sapling for. To make acacia, and you need acacia for. I don't need acacia for anything. I don't know. There's something I know you need a specific. Oh wait, no, it is this one. You need it for iron, so you do end up having to go through all of it. Your food source make apple cores look. It does look like a really sad apple core. I didn't even realize that. But yeah. So now we just wait because we need rain, which is everyone's favorite. I hate getting rain, but you need it. It's just annoying. I think this is all forest. We have swampland this way. Ocean is plains. This over here, mostly forest. Just a big forest. Welcome back. Yeah, it's mostly just a big forest. We do also have like the bread and stuff that's in here, which I always forget about because I save it for some reason. Alright, let's make some dirt. Ooh, we made some dirt. Is it possible to eat dirt like as is? Do you mean in real life or in game? Because both of those technically have answers, but like neither of them are like you shouldn't. If that's in real life, you shouldn't. But it depending on what's in the dirt, which you really don't know until it's too late. I should make more. Dirt. Please don't eat dirt. Dirt is not good for you. I will not recommend eating dirt. Not a good idea. That there. I don't need to put that there because this is not Optifine. But the good news is now I can actually build my base out further, so you get a couple stacks. We'll go this way. Out. I'm not that sleep deprived and hungry to eat dirt. I mean, there's some people that just eat dirt. 5 should be plenty. You ever seen My Strange Addiction? People eat all kinds of stuff. That show heavily concerns me. And it reminds me about Pika, because, boy. One thing I would say about that show, I think it could be like a really good conversation into like Pika and like how it affects people. But instead they just make fun of like the people on the show, which kind of sucks, because like... Yeah, couch cushions, mattress foam, drywall, rocks, baby powder, toilet paper. I've seen glass was one. There was dish soap, and a lot of people joked about that one as she started the Tide Pod trend. Because, or not dish soap, she was eating detergent, like laundry detergent. There was, the baby powder one was, she snorted it if I remember correctly. She didn't eat it, but still, I think the sentiment still stands that it's not a good decision. Someone ate glass? Yep. He would take like a, I probably have to say, don't try this at home, but he would take like a cocktail glasses and break them, like in a, wrap them in fabric and break them, and then eat the glass pieces. Yep. Heavily concerning. I would not recommend like ever, doing it yourself or whatnot. Like that's a terrible idea. But he 100% ate glass and was like, "Yep, I like this. Glass is delicious, yum, crunchy." But yeah. He learned it as a party trick and then got addicted to the attention that he got from using said party trick. That was his thing. Which in and of itself is kind of sad, but like also, boy, there's just go to therapy. I don't know what to tell you at that point. Like, just go to therapy. It'll save you so much grief. So this is the next grindy stage out of this, what, like 3? Once you get to iron, everything's pretty self-sufficient. Yeah, he admitted in the episode, like, the glass itself doesn't do a ton for him, but because it gives him a lot of attention, he likes it, and he's like, maybe that's just the part that I'm addicted to. And I was like, yeah, you know what? At least he's somewhat self-aware, like, not self-aware enough to stop, but self-aware enough. Why did I make that? I was gonna make another furnace and I didn't have enough. Right. But yeah, it was quite the concerning episode to watch. I mean, let's be honest, most of the episodes of that show are just like heavily concerning, but that was one I was like, yikes, bro. Yep. Or the guy who was in a relationship with his car. That one was a fun one. Boy, that show is just a strange one. Intimate relationship with his car, I guess I should say. There was the one who was there's also a guy who was what was it, married to his sex doll. which is also concerning, because why are you married to a sex doll? Oh, it broke. Intimate relationship with his car. Yes. Um, it is exactly how it sounds. um, he he was like dating his car, but a little bit further than like just dating his car. Like he made out with the car on like on camera, so I don't want to know what he does off camera, but yeah. I wish I was lying to you, bro. Like I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't like that. But that's what he decided to do. That's what he did on TV, mind you. So there's always worse on TV as opposed to like off TV, but that's what he did on TV. Because they bring over the person, and he said, "Yep." He told his, I think it was his dad, "I'm in an intimate relationship with my car." And yeah. It was because you started talking about eating dirt. That's how we got to this location. We started talking about eating dirt, which led to us talking about the show. That's backwards. This took a turn. It really did. Why did I? But yeah, that show in and of itself is quite wild. Long story short. It's a good watch, but you'll never be prepared for what you see in the show, and you just have to remember that when you watch the show. Yep. We'll just, chill music in the background, and we just talk about this guy. uh, yeah. Oh wait, I forgot the dirt. Yeah. It's a very interesting story. Like, the guy needed some sort of help. I don't know if he ever got said type of help, but bruh. I mean, look. At this point, does it really surprise you? Like, come on, be honest. The tangents that this stream goes on are just fun. The other one's not done yet. I can probably get rid of the dirt ones. but I don't need food at the moment. We'll put down more clay so I can get more clay. Well, what do I need for iron? Because for iron, you have to cast it over an acacia, which this one's the long roundabout way because you gotta get apple seeds. You get apple seeds from... apple seeds. This one. Apple seeds. We get these from... You can do the market way, but the market way takes forever. Get an apple. How do I get an apple? Oak sapling. Oak sapling is dirt and water. Okay. So I gotta wait for... Oh, perfect timing. I should actually make more of those then. Did not make enough wood. Because after this, I'm probably just going to shut off water all the time. Last stream was about burrito blankets. This stream is, it's not too bad. I know I just need it to fill with water. I guess I didn't need to make that many, but... Because I don't let water... I don't let the rain go for a long time outside of once, so... That'll be on my water for right now. Hey Sky, welcome to the stream. Alright. Should I make more? I don't need to make more charcoal right now. Put those in. Because once they get full, then I can use them once I get a bucket, but until they get full, I cannot use them to get a bucket of water. They're just used for... I can get an oak sapling, though, if I grab one of these. But I don't want to. We'll do this one. Thanks for days. I gotta start. At some point you end up having to do something with the leaves, but you get so many leaves. I think my old world ended up using them as a fuel source. Because you just got like a ton of leaves and you don't really have anything to do with them. So. Well, I guess you can break them to get, for a chance to get stuff out of it, but then is it really worth it? An apple, perfect. Seeds. Put that on there. Eat the dirt. I will not eat the dirt. I don't think it tastes good enough for that to be a... Two leaves should be enough to finish that. Maybe not. We'll put an extra leaf just in case. It was perfect. I tried to update it to 1.19.1, but it messed up and I changed it back. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know how well it would, because it'd have to regenerate the whole, what's the word? Everything underground for the warden. To make those fit. Although I don't know what else would change, but I just know I should fit that in. What's wrong with eating Minecraft dirt? Well, it's not a mechanic in the game. You can eat dirt acorns, just not the dirt. I should cut these. So now we have to wait for this to grow into a sapling, which takes a little while. But we also have a source of apples. So the one thing about, what's it called? About doing it in the bonsais is that you don't often get saplings. You can, but they're a lot rarer. What's the second worst thing to eat? Once you get to a certain point, there's things you can eat that will, you know, kill you. There's one, once you get loot bags, you can get, they're like randomized potions. And some of the effects are very, very, very bad. Some of the effects are not that bad. And some of the effects will like 100% kill you and your whole family. Like there's one, which is when I learned how the falling off the map thing works. Because I drank it and it gave me like speed 50. And I flew off the map. And then ended up like dying. Well, not dying, almost dying, because I ended up landing on the platform again. And then, but I almost fell off twice. One. It takes forever, but it doesn't like to grow. Where's the oak sapling? So I don't need that anymore. Now we just have a spare oak sapling. Dying kind of sucks. Yeah, it's not fun. Although in this, it doesn't really... As long as you don't fall off, it's not a big deal here. Let's see, I think the highest one is 50. Yeah. Let's put down, we'll put down another 2 clay, gravel, sand, and petrified. Yeah, that should be fine. I think we can make coal by now. Yeah. Gotta make another sand sapling. I don't have enough acorns. The funny thing is, so early game, it's harder to get acorns than it is to get, well, when you do it like this in the pots, it's harder to get acorns than it is to get resin. But late game, you always need resin and you never have enough, or you have too many acorns and not enough resin because the recipe requires more of one than the other. So once it ends up getting automated, it ends up being, the amount it makes ends up equaling out, but you just don't have enough. Oh, it's broken. The best thing to eat? There's a ton of cakes because they use cakes for travel. That's a good one. I'm trying to think about what else there is. Excel Food Mod has a ton of stuff. So we got waffles, chicken wings, donuts. Like at some point, for 2 achievements, you have to get donut, and you also have to get bacon. Make those trees, which are those 2. Oh, and a cookie. There's also a cookie. But a lot of good mods. So a lot of good things to get food-wise. But you end up needing those for an achievement. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have ever made them, but we're getting some water, guys. Means once I get a bucket, I can actually use the water. I need this, and then one of... No, it's petrified. They have chicken wings and you're here eating dirt. Well, I don't have chickens yet, so how am I supposed to get non-dirt foods when all I have There we go, apple sapling. I just put away the thing that I needed. Okay. So we had to make one of these to dip it in water, and we also had to dip this guy in water. Because I love chicken wings. Hey, nothing wrong with the chicken wing. Now I need the birch sapling for it. I gotta smelt that to get coal. That's clay. Now we can make a ton more chests because now we get to organize things. We don't have an organization system. I can't speak an organization system yet because I can't get one. It's expensive and I don't have the materials for it, just yet. But we can get what we can get. So this is going to be the wood chest, and then everything else is going to come out of the wood chest. Or wood and wood-like materials, I guess. Because I'm going to start getting a lot of those. So this one is going to be for resins. This one's going to be for acorns. And this one's saplings. There we go. This can stay in here. These can stay, that's fine. Just the majority. Got a coal sapling. Put it there. Hello, Justin. Welcome to stream. I'm always going to forget where I said, oh, this is where stuff goes, and then I moved it. I did this to myself. Now I just wait. Got more stuff to burn. I didn't pick it up. There we go. Do I have... I have to see how much clay I have, because I want to make more of these. Do you play multiplayer? Yeah, I do sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes I do. Usually if I play multiplayer, it's either on a server or on Hypixel. Or like, Hypixel is a server. Like a SMP or on Hypixel. I guess that's a better way to put it. I gotta dip this in water. Wait. I didn't have to do that. Did I? Because I already got the... I guess I have another birch sapling now. I don't think I needed to do that. That's okay. My pack. This is currently Skyfactory 4, so I uploaded it through AT Launcher. It's the newest version of Skyfactory 4. Oh, I guess the other one, well, I guess I don't play that on stream. I've thought about it, but I haven't, is Pixelmon, so I like Pixelmon. I haven't played it on stream, though. I've thought about it, because I started playing it recently. Might have been a mistake, because I've played a lot of it since then, but it's fun. Gotta love Pokemon. And then gotta love Minecraft, so together... I need to make more food. I also need to make more clay. And turn that down a little bit. There we go. It made a difference. It's fine. More clay. And I have to figure out what I need for iron, because that's going to be the next step. This one I know I need I have to get the amber. Which takes coal, gravel, sand, and clay. So I can make those, so then I just have to make the... And you can smelt them, but you get 1 ingot, whereas if you do it through this way, you get 2 ingots. So it's really worth just going for this. Ooh, how do I get... Now I gotta remember how to get lava. Cobblestone in a heated above fire. Oh, so it has to be specifically fire. Okay. I don't know why I was looking for a shovel to try to break this. Big brained it with a shovel. Put that there for right now. So sad I can't watch you dance next to a tree. I mean, I always could. You just have to ask nicely now. I mean, the unfortunate thing is it's more efficient this way. Well, I guess it depends, because if you're willing to stand around and chop trees, it ends up being efficient, but because you get more stuff for the amount of trees that you chop. But overall, it ends up being about the same, except you can do more things. If you're not speeding up the trees, then it takes a lot longer. If you are speeding up the trees, then it's about the same. I guess I should put it that way. I didn't throw it off. I don't care. It's efficient. I just happiness points to see a dance in a tree. That's fair. So much wood. The good part is you do get wood fairly easily. Oh, does this one have, they're crates. That's what they're called, crates. That's not the crate. This crate. Yes, it does have the crates. Okay, we can do that then. The crates are the best way to store things, in my opinion. I love the crates. Oh, so I am getting saplings. I got a sapling. It's not common, but sometimes you can. Every now and again, really. Let's make some crates. Crates are fun. Did I use all of my... I thought I had more chests. Oh, I'm blind. Ignore me. Let's just make a ton of crates, because I have the stuff for it. Made 10 crates. So crates hold a ton of one object. So I do sticks, and I do, that's not stone. And I do wood, and I usually end up filling those up fairly easily. You can also put other stuff in them, so eventually, on all of my other servers, I ended up having just like rows of all of my crates, and I just had all of these. Crates are pretty great. What a pun. I ended up having like rows of them, and each one of these had a separate crate, and I would just empty them all out. which is not the most efficient way by any means. I don't know why I decided that that was like the best way of doing it in that portion, but pre-system, like pre-ME system, it's not bad. Another reason why I like this one over a lot of the other ones is because this one does have an ME system. Not all of the what's it called? Skyfactories have ME systems actually. The first one does, but Skyfactory 2 I don't think did. Skyfactory 3 I know does not have one, and then Skyfactory 4 does. And then Skyfactory 1, which was a reboot, does not have an ME system. Which is annoying because it's a reboot, so you'd think it would have, you know, the ME system as like a new version of it, but it doesn't. The reboot was okay. I didn't like the reboot. It was like, I get what they were trying to do, I just didn't find it to be the best way of doing it. In my humble opinion. So now I have a ton of water, and this is all the water I'm probably going to get until I get like I can make an infinite water source once I get a bucket. Oh right, I always forget that I cannot do this. I need a melter before, because you need a... There's some part where you need to have where is it? Which part is it? Is it the tank? You don't. Is it the controller? That's the furnace controller. Drain, you don't? No. Oh, that might be the reboot then. Your acorns are the superior food source. It really is. So I can just... Oh, so I don't need this at all. For some reason, I thought that one of these... Tank controller. Yeah, I don't need that. So... For whatever reason, there is a version where you have to make the smelter before you can make... Not melter. You have to make the melter before you can make the smeltery. I can just go ahead and make the smeltery, which is great. Just thought about it. Cobble. I need to make one of these. I can't get lava yet. And I also don't have buckets. We'll wait on that. Once I can get those, then that will be very helpful. Because once you get a stone generator, like a cobble gen, you never have to worry about having you just build with stone instead of dirt. So you don't have to worry about using dirt. That is wood. Wow. I just called that dirt. I also know how I threw that, but it's okay. Oh, I can make another one. Yeah, once we can get iron, then we can make hopper bonsais, and then everything is automatic. Ooh, I can make another one, actually. Which, you know, automation is great. We love automation, because that means that you can get a lot of things done without having to stand there and stare at it like an idiot for a few hours. I mean, I haven't been standing there and staring at it because I've been talking, but like when I'm, you know, off stream, they do a good job of making other things look gourmet. They look delightful. I mean, in all fairness, they do just look like acorns, but acorns don't really look like great food in anyone's mind, I don't think. Like, I'm certain you're not doing as bad as you think you are of being quote-unquote not smart in video games. I mean, look at me. You've seen how I play. And yet somehow it usually ends up working out. I won't say always, but usually. Like a dumbass. I mean, it is fun to just, just be dumb in a game. But it can also be, I guess it depends on what game, because some games, I don't know. If there's like a premise of like winning or losing, then it can be kind of, I don't like to just play around because I know that I can ruin other people's day, and I don't want to be that guy of like, oh, I had a bad time in this game and I was really looking forward to this and I didn't do, someone messed up my games and I'm gonna feel bad for the rest of the day. I don't want to be that guy, but like, if it's as long as I'm not affecting anyone else, then I'm like fine with it. Or at least in a serious enough way to where I'd be like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. In your saplings. Yeah, it's fun if you're affecting yourself. Same way with like like I'd say that it's the same way with like modded things. Like as long as it's only me who's there's like only one person who's being affected by like the mod, then I don't care if people like mod in games. But the issue is when people mod in games that are like public games, because then you just ruin other people's, playing experience. So like, Minecraft mods usually are good, but like if you're modding to play better in something or something to that effect, then, what are you doing? Like, there's gotta be something better that you can do with your time. In my opinion. I can make another gravel sapling, I will. I'll also put down another dirt tree and another I have another petrified. Years of it hasn't been that long of watching me grind. I mean, it is a lot of grinding, but I mean, it's not that bad. It's been 2 hours, has it? It actually has been 2 hours. Wow. It doesn't feel like it has been, if that is any consolation. At least it doesn't feel like the normal, oh my gosh, I've been talking for 2 hours, my throat hurts that I'm like used to. I guess it's not like, it's just, I guess I am getting used to it though, because the more you get used to talking for a long time, the more you're like, oh, it's not that bad. You're still growing. Alright, I think I should start making as much as I can. Yeah, it's not like I'm yelling. Actually, half the time I usually try to... Well, actually, I haven't been... Since I started streaming more, I stopped caring about my volume at home. Just because, I don't care if anyone's going to hear me at this point. Because even if they did, my parents are daft enough where they're not going to know what it means. Except for maybe my mom. My mom's always at work, so I'm like, I could have uncrafted that the whole time. Of course the game tells me this now. There we go. 16 grow. One moment, someone's home. My dad just scared the living life out of me. Supposed to be gone all day. Comes home at... This is not all day. Yeah. I'm not too concerned about what they think about, from what they hear me say in games, because what are they gonna do? What am I doing? I gotta go over here. See, with an ME system, I can just dump my whole inventory in. That's why I can't wait to get to that point, but it always takes a little while. I have I have saplings. Definitely the best part is once you get to that point, you can just... There's so much breathing you can do once you get to that point. It turned into a setup? What kind of setup? They set you up? Or like... Set up in the bad way or set up in the good way? Because that can mean both. I think I have more clay from stacked trees down the others, that's probably why. Smoke some of these for food. I'm doing pretty good on food, actually. Oh, so the bad setup tried to kill you. Oh, that's no fun. At least you didn't die, though. That's always good. Oh, I did it backwards. I can't do anything with this. This is just decorative, so... Stood up. Pain. And of course that was the one that I needed too. Well, at least you're able to get the last laugh on him in that. So... Alright, I gotta remember all the stuff I need for the smeltery. So I need a... You want one of those? No, I don't need one of those. Need one of the seared bricks. I end up using. Once I get the smeltery going, I end up just using seared stone because it's easier to get. I don't have to do as much of the work. But seared bricks, I need a tank, drain, faucet. The rest of it isn't going to be under seared, I don't think. But let's collect this. I forgot I have these too that I can use. This furnace fuel. Yeah, after the plan to kill me. After it fit. Yep, they just tried it. That's good. At least you got out of there. Yeah. Oh, it's broken. Yeah, that's just a total killjoy situation. There's really not much you can do about that, huh? Did not mean to get that many sticks. I can make a stone axe at this point. I don't need to. Actually, at some point I do need to get into Tinkers, but right now we won't get into Tinkers. Wow. If he loved you, he wouldn't have done it in the first place. Like, that's just dumb. I love how people do that. They're like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. Well, why'd you do it? I had more axes, right? I made more axes, and I said, oh, I can... Anyway. Well, there we go. Now we have some stone axes, too. I just grabbed so many saplings. Oh, Lord. This one and this one. Yeah. That just sounds like kind of a, oh, I got caught, now I have to make it better because, you know, getting caught is bad or whatever. Oh, I did take out a third. I don't want to put down another dirt anyways. That's fine. We'll put down... I need to make another... I don't want to make another gravel. I need to make another gravel because gravel's the one I'm behind on, so I'll make another gravel. I'll set me back temporarily. Oh wow, 2 or 3 weeks, that's... Yeah, that's not a long time to, huh. It'd be like that. Hey, Millie! There we go. Now you get the hello. How are you doing today, Millie? Oh, I have a stack of clay, that's why. Okay. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Where did I just put all of my... What did I do with it? Why did I do this? This is what I mean by you have a ton of acorns, no resin. Luckily, some of them can be melted down, but not all of them can. So you end up getting screwed over by some of them. But you can make them into food, or you can make them do different things, depending on what your setup is. I think my old one, I ended up using... melting down what I could, and then I think some of it got deleted. I don't know if the person he was dating was a guy or a girl. I mean, they gone either way. That's what matters. They gone. I'm gonna wait for those. 90% sure it was a guy and it was online dating. Well, that's one thing. At least he knew that much of it. If he shouldn't have online dated, but alright. One part is I need to get the rest of the stuff that I need. Thinker's Construct is such a big mod. I love it, but man, it can suck to navigate some of it. I passed it, didn't I? Yep. Accidentally caused them to date or accidentally caused them to break up? He caused them to break up. If he wanted to. Well, I think, in my opinion. Bricks, tank, drain, faucet, casting basin. I need a controller. There we go, smeltery controller. To break up, yeah. I mean, he seems like a interesting individual, so it wouldn't surprise me if he caused it himself. Did I actually? I did throw that off. Okay. Where did I put my torches? Let me put a torch here. It probably says, I mean, his girlfriend hating you says more about his relationship with her than it does about, like, your guys's. Because unless you were, like, intentionally trying to impede their relationship, it was just a jealousy factor. And then it being a jealousy factor either plays into it on his side or on hers. Like, she has, you know, she's had a lot of people cheat on her, so she's, you know, feeling vindictive, which isn't a good reason to feel vindictive, but still, I understand it. And then on the other side, if it's his side of maybe he has, well, he obviously ended up having feelings for you, but if she was aware of those, then that would make sense as to why she'd be upset. On the other hand, so yeah, it goes both ways. Definitely flirting. Yeah, see, if you didn't know, then that's, you know, if you didn't know, then there's nothing that you could have done unless he told you. So that's one, on him for not telling you, and two, if he didn't tell you to stop, then that's a whole other thing of like, or like, you know, just a, you know, a very quiet, you know, I'm dating someone or something like that, like, makes all the difference, you know what I mean? He obviously either didn't mind it or liked it, and then didn't care enough about her feelings of it to care like it. He didn't tell me until after she got mad, so yeah, so then, yeah, that's 100% on him. Well, until after she got mad. So he probably didn't he probably didn't see an issue with it, which in and of itself might be questionable, but giving him the benefit of the doubt, still not great. New sapling. I keep doing this and forgetting what I didn't get any. Oh. Yeah, that says a lot more about him than it does about you. Or about not their relationship. 21. I don't dare do it backward again, I will cry. There we go. Yeah, so if his friends are, then he probably is or was at least behind the scenes as well. Can't wait until I get a hopper so I can have all these just drop straight in somewhere and I don't have to deal with them anymore. All's good though. All's good in the hood. I didn't get any. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that goes in there. And then over here we got bomb. No. The more I try to keep it organized, the better it helps late game. I mean, late game you don't need it, but like it can make your brain go numb staring at nothing for staring at into like a numerous amount of chests trying to figure out where all your stuff is. Because you can't really store anything anywhere else. His friend was a 14-year-old that sounded and had the maturity of a 10-year-old. That is, yeah. That's a maturity gap right there. And which is also fairly concerning because why is he friends with someone with the maturity of a 10-year-old? I mean, I guess you can have like friends with different maturity levels, but usually it ends up like kind of evening out. I don't know. Either fully evens out or it ends up splitting somewhere. I can make more gravel. Oh, so yeah, just a terrible person all around. So that makes sense. Gotta love those type of people. Wait, where'd the other single go? Oh, maybe it was a... it fit with a stack somewhere, I assume. Hey, Misha, welcome to the stream. Grapple. More grapple. Okay, I can make more grout then. Grout. Pretty chill, pretty young. Well, I guess that's the part that balances out then, huh? Also, I love the fact that for grout, like the description is just I am grout. My favorite part. Gotta love grout. Alright, let me make some. I want to make everything before the bricks, so I need glass. It's so self-aware that I love it. It's just perfect. They really know their audience. We'll make a drain. We need at least one of these, but I'll just make one for right now. A casting basin. And a controller. And then I can't make the tank without glass, but I want this to smelt first, and I can make the glass. I used all my chests for that, didn't I? I did. One of these days I'll stop using all my chests for things. One of these days. Oh, I picked it up without... Okay. It glitched. That's gonna break before I finish. Your acorn is elite. It is. But now we also have stone. So I'll break my teeth while being nourished. I haven't lost hunger in a while. I guess I haven't been sprinting as much. I have a full stack of clay again. Okay. I can pick up the clay. Well, no, because I still need more. I need more resin is the issue. What was I gonna... Nothing else goes in here. In here. So the petrified ones are the stone ones. I don't... That's why it's funny. That's the only one that doesn't say, oh, it's stone, like, you know, in bright letters, but it is stone. Just doesn't say that it's stone. I got a glass. Oh, I need more bricks as well. Although, I mean, the fact that you can get all the way up to, like, I think you get art at acorns, don't you? Yeah, you get art at acorns, and that's, like, the hardest, material in the game. So... 100%. Well, ardite and you can't make manulin, I don't think. Right? Yeah, you can't make a manulin one. But you can make the other two. Can you eat it? Yes, you can, once it's fried. Well, you can eat it raw and you can eat it fried. Doesn't make much of a difference. In terms of, it just makes what's the word? You get more out of it. That's great. Make more gravel. Got a singular gravel, let's go. More sand. I'm not too worried about clay anymore because I have a lot of clay, but I mean, when you think about it in terms of like Steve can carry a ton of stuff for no reason. Like he's ridiculously strong, so it makes sense that he can just, you know, gnaw through anything and its, you know, lesser counterpart. Alright, now I just need to get more of these. Now I need a... you. No, you. Weren't you glad I didn't say banana? I made a... Did I make a controller? Yeah. Now I just need bricks. I mean, you know, you gotta make do. Sometimes you just gotta eat rocks. this point, I think I'm going to pick up everything that's not one of these three. Let's see, spirit clay, petrified, dirt, petrified. Cool. I can't pick up the coal because it's too far gone, so I have to wait for it and then spam it so I can pick it up. There we go. Their acorns make ice cereal look good. Some people enjoy ice cereal now. Somehow, I don't, so don't pin this on me. I do not, but there are people out there who think that that's a great idea and like something that you should like genuinely consume. I do not agree. Just for the record. Nope, you like ice cereal. I do not like ice cereal. You're free to believe what you would like to believe, but I will have you know I do not like ice cereal. That's... Not going to Twitter to rant about how you like ice cereal. I feel like no one would believe you if you went on Twitter to rant about how I like ice cereal. Just for the simple fact of me saying I don't like ice cereal. Because I don't like ice cereal. Hot cereal or water and hot chocolate? Well, hot cereal is just oatmeal. I don't mind oatmeal, so I'd probably say... But I mean, water and hot chocolate also isn't bad. I mean, do you mean like watering down hot chocolate or like making your hot chocolate with water? Because water and hot chocolate isn't necessarily bad, depending on the type of the hot chocolate mix. Because some of them are made to be like super creamy, so then like watering it down doesn't affect it. Whereas some of them are like made super thin so that you put them in milk, and those ones are pretty good. Why do I keep opening that? Like Fruit Loops and... Oh, okay, then I would say water and hot chocolate would be... Actually, I don't think I've ever done that with my cereal, so I don't have a comparison. I've never been like, oh yes, you know what I would love to do is just melt or just, you know, microwave my like Fruit Loops. Yeah, that's not as far as I know have I done something like that. Instead of milk is replaced by water and hot chocolate. Yeah, that's not bad. Because I've done that. Like making it from scratch I have not, but like with mixes, sometimes it's not too bad. So I swear. Okay, there we go. I need 4 coal. That's really all I need. Wrong drawer. So I need to make as much iron amber as I can. Well, specifically I need a certain amount, but... That's 3. So each one makes 2 ingots, and I need to make 2... I want to make 2 blocks worth. No, you can't stream anymore after saying stuff like that. That it's not that bad. Look, bro, sometimes you just don't have milk and you want hot chocolate, you make do. I'm not saying it's good, but like... It wouldn't be like the end of the world for me. Sometimes you just gotta make it work. there are streamers with worse takes as well, so I don't want to hear that. That'll be back corner, someone do there. I've heard some terrible takes while streaming, so I messed it up. Yeah, you know what makes someone think you know what I should. What makes someone think you know what I should make right now? Water, hot chocolate. You know what happens? See, it's when it's like 4 a.m. and you really want hot chocolate, but you don't feel like leaving to go get milk because you realized you don't have milk. So then, what do? Well, depending on the mix, once again, like some hot chocolate mixes can make it work, some cannot. So that's like the big like factor of is this gonna work or not? Is how does it taste for that? Like, what is that specific hot chocolate mix like? I would also have to say, Automod holds like the strangest things. Because I swear, like, I don't have my restrictions that high, but it just like blocks stuff all the time. As a late night snack or an early morning drink. Bro, college students will do anything at random times for hot chocolate. Let me tell you, I don't need this, or that anymore. More trees. The sooner I can get this done, the sooner. Actually, I didn't right. The sooner I get this done, the sooner I can get iron, and once I get iron, then I'm gonna be winning. I have to make one more of this amber conqueror. Eat some mayo sandwiches. You know, I don't think those will fulfill the same craving. One is a mayo sandwich, and the other one is hot chocolate. Where did I put all my clay acorns? Did I put them all? I am missing clay acorns. Where are my clay acorns? What did I do with my clay acorns? I'm okay. I guess maybe I used them? I don't know. I couldn't have used all my clay acorns. Because I had put some in here, and then I had some in here. But they are all gone from my inventory, so I must have done something with them. That's not concerning at all. Slab of mayo. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, I'm just saying they don't fulfill the same, you want hot chocolate, you probably want something sweet, right? A mayo sandwich is not sweet. I wouldn't call mayo sweet. Some people might. I don't call mayo sweet. I always forget that I will always end up with a normal amount of, or a similar amount of grout each time. I look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm short on, I need more I'm not gonna have enough for a full brick, and then I remember that I can count. Chocolate bar, chocolate snack. What if you don't have a chocolate bar? See? What if you had like no chocolate bar, no chocolate anywhere in the house except for hot chocolate mix, and you don't have any, what was I supposed to say? You have no milk, so you can't make normal hot chocolate. It just works out. I would rather have water hot chocolate than eat chocolate powder raw. It'd be so dry. It'd be so dry. Oh, it's chamber, that's why. So much wood. But isn't that just this? That's basically just cold chocolate. That's just hot chocolate cold at that point. If you're just gonna go between chocolate powder and water, then why not just mix it and heat it up? I mean, basically, it's just gonna be you have a mouthful of chocolate powder, and then provided you can swallow down the full mouthful of chocolate powder, which may or may not happen, because that is a lot of chocolate powder, then you'd have a mouthful of half chocolate powder. I'm just saying that the reasoning that you're giving doesn't make a lot of sense because it'd be a lot easier and probably taste a lot better to just make the water hot chocolate as opposed to trying to down straight chocolate powder. I'm just saying. It makes a lot more sense that way. Hot chocolate discourse. It's the best kind of discourse. Well, Misha, what's your take? What do you think? Water hot chocolate? Yay or nay? Like, not like better than milk, making it with milk, but like, it's not that bad. Because drinking water hot chocolate would be better than than eating straight chocolate powder, in my opinion. Like, I don't know how else to explain that to you, bro. That just sounds awful to me. Where is Clay? You. Had it before, not wonderful, manageable. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's great, but it's not like that's where I put those. I was looking for those. It's not like the worst. I'll throw those in there then. I'm not saying that it's like, I'm not saying that water hot chocolate is good. I'm just saying it's not like the worst. Like, it's manageable. Yeah, exactly how Misha said it. What am I trying to make? I need to make a ton of, it's easier to do this way. Might as well just make the rest of my clay into clay. That's all my clay. And then there's definitely worse things and there's definitely better things. But like, if there was a choice between no hot chocolate and water hot chocolate, actually I don't know which one of those I'd take because I guess it would depend on how I'm feeling. But like, if I really wanted hot chocolate and there was no milk anywhere, then I'd just make water hot chocolate and call it a day. I can't even punch those yet. How many more do I need? So I need one here, and then the sides, there's going to be 3 spots taken, so I have 12. It's 9 plus 1, so I need 10 more. Okay. To make a small one, just the smallest size of smeltery, which is, as always, what we start with. I remember that. The simulation chamber. I love, it's very helpful, but boy, it's expensive. And it drains power like nobody's business. That's the fun part, is once you get into late game, you know, the resources completely change because it's no longer just, oh, how much wood do I have? Now it's, I have to worry about power. How do people do it? The best broke snack is flour and tortilla with mayo. You know what? I've never been that down bad. I've never been that broke to have to. Well, no, I wouldn't. Not with mayo. I've done it with butter. But then I would also add like seasoning to it, so it's not quite the same. It's just toast, but like different. More grout. I can't even. You can burn. You can burn those. I probably end up using some of those for fuel at some point too. I have a lot of saplings. Plain tortillas are also fire. Tortillas are just good. Tortillas. Oh, I ran out. I didn't even realize that. Wait. Oh, that's why I didn't realize it. Just like that. I have so many acorns and not enough of the actual. So that's the issue. You have so many acorns, never enough of the others. So I end up running into space issues with that, but it's fun. Makes late game more interesting. He's fun. I just went on bread when I have nothing to eat. Bread is good. Do like bread. Bread and bread-like foods. It's a full stack. That went pretty fast. Is this the one where I can make a No, there's another. I don't think it must be the reboot where you can make a, what's it called? You can compress flint and things like that into blocks. This one you can make a compressed cobblestone, which will be a goal, but I think it's only cobblestone. Might be other blocks as well, because I know there's compressed sand and gravel, if I remember correctly. There's that. I thought I only got one wood out of that whole thing. No, I just ran out of space for wood. Look at that. I got a full stack of clay. I have a stack and a half of clay acorns. Clay acorn sounds really close to clay aiken. I don't know why my brain just decided to tell me that fact, but fun fact, they sound like each other. Alright, let's see. I'll put a charcoal in after this one. After that wears out, I'll put a charcoal in because it probably needs it. Then it'll run through and I will have... Should be close then at that point to having enough. I think. So I need that one. We'll put the drain and go here because then I can break this out. Put the basin here and the faucet there. Tank can go here. No, I don't have a pickaxe. Oh, it's going there then. 10 years later, watching you mine mini trees. Hey, we're almost there. We got what? 3 more blocks. 1, 2, 3. 3 more blocks. And then it'll be functional. Then I have to make lava, which is... It's gonna be so terrifying because I hate playing with fire on a fully wooden base. But I think we might be able to pull off enough stone to make a nice little platform for fire. Hopefully. I really don't want to set my base on fire right now. Because I don't have a way to put it out without just punching it. And I do have fire spread on. We got 12. Alright. We'll put it in this corner. Because I think okay, now I don't remember exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm like, well, fire on the wood, and then there goes my full base. So it might, sometimes they work with torches, but sometimes they don't. So let's see. Oh. Does it work with the wood one? It looks like it might work for the wood one, but I think I would want to go for stone just in case. Well, I don't have any more stone, so I have to make more stone. Because that's all of my stone. We will wait, I think. Alright, that's the rest of the grout. So you can pick up all of these. It's not going to pick it up yet. Okay. Right. I really thought it was going to break last second, but it didn't. And now we don't need it anymore. Acorns, resins. Oh, I can put one of those in there. 3 hours of work gets wasted, and then I'd just be a very sad boy. Alright, I guess we'll try a wood one and see if it works. I have a feeling it might not, but for science. I need stone. I have stone, it's in my inventory. It does work, okay. So now I just need more stone. Because the best fuel source is lava. Oh. Well, fun fact, it does need to be stone. Unless I get it out really... Wait. Okay, it's not on fire. It just burned a singular piece. That's okay. Or did I break it? Because I had it in my... Well, it ended up in my hand somehow. But it didn't burn off, so we should be okay. In theory. We'll find out, I guess. I mean, the rest of my base isn't burning, so that's a good sign. I will just take petrified. Might as well let it finish out. Ooh, grab too many. Would be free. Yeah, it would be great content, but I would be very upset about it. Same, yeah. Like, oh yeah. There we go. So I can put the things that I need to fuel into the bin. Because the 4 things, these are the ones that are going to get melted. I need a pickaxe. I have to use pickaxe to break that. I also need to make some axes. Yeah. Although at least Smokey the Bear will have a good story to tell, but this is why you don't... This is why you put out your campfires, children. Otherwise, you end up like this fool, who burned down their whole base because they weren't paying attention. Pickaxe. Okay, for a quick second I thought it didn't spawn and I was going to be really upset. But those go in there, but there isn't enough fuel because we have to fill this with lava. I didn't consider this part. How am I going to... Wait, is there other... There is a clay bucket. I thought there was a clay bucket. Okay, there's a clay bucket. I gotta make it 3 clay. Okay, I can do that. Because there are some where you can put in like solid fuels, but they really don't... You can't use the solid fuels for like anything, so then there's really no good point of putting in solid fuels. You just... Liquid fuel works best. But you just gotta get it, which means I need more stone. That is not what I meant to grab. There we go. I need, what was it, 7? Where did I put? I thought I had a stone. Did I not have a stone? Or did I use the stone that I had? I don't see it, so I must have used it for something. Or I did something with it. I just don't know what I did with the said stone. I'm sure it's not going to come back and bite me later. And when has it ever done that? I did it backwards. I always do this. I always do this. I always do this. It is. You have to craft it and then cook it. Didn't I just move? Oh no, I must have put it away when I knew I shouldn't have done that. I need 7. So I need 1 more. Full stack of those. See, these, once they're done, can be smelted down to make seared stone. And then seared stone can be used to make my smelteries larger, should I choose to do everything through my smeltery, which is actually the best way to do it. Like, even when I got to late game, it was better to use my smeltery and just, like, oversize it, like, extremely, versus using the other ones, because the other ones used, like, ridiculous amounts of power. So it did end up working out in my favor. You wouldn't think, though. You'd think there would be a better method in the late game, but nope, it's just making it taller. Until you get, maybe when I got, like, the nuclear reactor working and that kind of stuff, then it would be, like, worth it, but it just wasn't worth the amount of power it pulled. I'm not going to empty it until I can put more lava in. But I need stone. It broke. Does this work with the clay bucket? I'm seeing a lot of buckets. Clay bucket, it does work with clay bucket. Yes. So I could do with a clay bucket. I need glass, cobblestone, and then 2 buckets. 5 hours of mini tree breaking later. Didn't craft it because I need another one, and then I realized I probably should have just gone ahead and crafted it, but this tier 2 goes, yeah, it goes straight into iron. Oh no, this one's the one that you have to upgrade it. Some of them you have to upgrade it, some you have to make new ones. I can't remember which one this one was. Now the thing about clay buckets is that once you grab lava and place it again, the bucket disappears. So if you needed more than 1 bucket, you better have prepared it in advance. If you need to move more than 1 lava, I guess I should say. Yeah, so can you eat the bucket? You cannot eat the bucket. At least not in this current patch. Maybe there might be a type of, I don't think there's a type of bucket you can eat in this game. Because these are for pigs, but pigs eat them, players don't eat them. Stone bucket will not work as a bucket, but good to cast one. I'm so curious as to what that does. That's all the different buckets. Yeah, I don't see an edible bucket. But who knows? Oh, that's pretty. I like that effect. Anyway. Alright, so let me put, 'cause I need a full bucket of lava for that. So, nacho bucket. You also get a bucket of fried chicken. That's an edible bucket. There you go. I didn't even notice that until now, but look at that. There is one edible bucket. It's a bucket of fried chicken. I think that's the only edible bucket. There's web juice. I don't know what that does. Oh, you can drink a milk bucket. Where's milk? Milk is not... Milk got shoved somewhere. Wow. I don't even see milk on here. But I know milk buckets exist, so... Potato soup. Beetroot soup. Mushroom stew. You can get protein. Raw or meat. Fermented or meat. Rabbit stew. Liquid chorus. Brine. I still don't see milk. This interesting. If you don't get the fried chicken bucket, then I'll be disappointed. I will make sure to get the fried chicken bucket just for you. It might take me a while because I have to get to the point where I have a chicken, but I will get it just for you. Axe is broken. Another stack. Oh yeah, I think there's a generator I can get to use those on them as well. That is full. Okay. Then I need to smelt a piece of make a piece of glass to smelt. I didn't grab more than I needed. I need a water bucket. And then we'll make this. So this is a cobble generator. You only get one back, so because you used lava. And then if you put if I remember correctly, it's a chest on top. Yes. Put a chest on, either a chest or a crate on top. It outputs automatically to said item. Look at it. Beautiful. I was short. Oh, I made 8. I thought I made... You and the mini tree are pretty much the same height. I'm not that short. How dare you? I know I'm short, but I'm not that short. Oh, I used all of my petrified resin. I didn't notice that. What do I need to make? I need to make another, coal, gravel, clay, sand. I can pick up all of these now. There, this in there. So I need that eventually. Oh, I also have to make a table. I forgot I have to make a table. We don't have to worry about the table right now though, but later that'll be a worry. 1, 2, you, and you. You and the tree are both 4'11". I'm not 4'11", although I do know someone that is 4'11". I feel very badly. I'm already short enough. I can't imagine being that short. So what kind of tree was it? I needed to, it was an apple sapling. Only I don't have another one of those, but I can make another one. Another apple. Serotonin. Any minute now. Any minute now. I just needed to get to sapling size, because once it's a full sapling, then I can use it. But any sapling. It's my buddy. There we go. It takes so long. Like old school Minecraft dancing. Oh my gosh, it's a rave. Everyone's just. Anyway. We'll come back to you. You're taking too long. I need to do this. And then I put this on here. And I think it needs 2, but I don't remember. Please tell me this is gonna. Okay, I did. Oh, it only needs 1. Okay, that's great. I don't need you, but I'll do it anyway. So let's make an iron sapling. And we have a block of iron. Which means I can Bayman this actually. With this block of iron and some wood, we can make a hopper and then put that in that to make an auto outputting basin. And then if I make another chest, we'll make a double chest. When you get the burrito blanket, I'm going to call you mini burrito. That's fair. I'm fine with that. I mean, I'll basically be a mini burrito at that point, right? Now put this there. And then now this will automatically output its output into the chest. And I no longer have to worry about iron. Well, yeah, I'm getting iron, guys. Also, I hate that that looks kind of like the trap chest outline, because the trap chest also has that, but like not, it's redder, but still. It still hasn't grown. Tiny, slow, but it's okay. All right, let's make a. That's okay. I don't care enough to catch it. Isn't it? There we go. Now we have an infinite water source. Perfection. Alrighty. So this, you know what? Now it's gone. And it'll slowly fill up with stuff as it goes. So I've gotten, what, about half of it, I'd say? Well, that's an easy one. I just haven't done it. I probably should. And those. Yeah, I've gotten about half of it. This is where it starts to get easier, in my opinion, but nice watching you break mini trees. Now you open mini tree chest instead. Yep, it's a lot easier. But at least there's less, staring at breaking mini trees and having to remember to break mini trees, because now it just breaks itself. But you know what? This feels like a pretty good place to stop stream, considering it's been 3 hours. It did not feel like 3 hours, but it has been 3 hours. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Yep. I'll either be back here on hardcore, I haven't decided. It depends on how I'm feeling. I'll probably pick last minute like I normally do, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. 3 hours talking about weird stuff, yeah, but it was fun. I think it was fun. But yeah, peace.